Explorer 1 was the first satellite of the United States launched as part of its participation in the International Geophysical Year. The mission followed the first two satellites the previous year, the Soviet Union's Sputnik 1 and 2, beginning the Cold War space race between the two nations. Explorer 1 was launched on January 31st, 1958, atop the first Juno booster from LC-26 at the Cape Canaveral Missile Annex, Florida. It was the first spacecraft to detect the Van Allen radiation belt, returning data until its batteries were exhausted after nearly 4 months. It remained in orbit until 1970. It has been followed by more than 90 scientific spacecraft in the Explorer series. Explorer 1 was given satellite catalog number 4 in the Harvard designation 1958 Alpha 1, the forerunner to the modern international designator. Explorer 1 was designed and built by the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, while a Jupiter C rocket was modified by the Army Ballistic Missile Agency to accommodate a satellite payload. The resulting rocket, known as the Juno 1, the Jupiter C sign used for the launch, had already been flight tested in nose cone re-entry tests for the Jupiter IRBM and was completed the job of modifying the Jupiter C and building the Explorer 1 in 84 days. However, before work was completed, Soviet Union launched a second satellite, Sputnik 2, on November 3rd. Explorer 1 is mated to its booster at LC-26. Explorer 1 was designed and built by the California Institute of Technology's JPL under the direction of Dr. William H. Pickering. It was the second satellite to carry the mission payload. Sputnik 2 was the first. Data from the scientific instruments was transmitted to the ground by two antennas. A 60 milliwatt transmitter fed a dipole antenna consisting of two fiberglass slot antennas in the body of a satellite operating on 108.03 MHz, and four flexible whips forming a turnstile antenna were fed by a 10 milliwatt transmitter operating on 108.00 MHz. Because of the limited space available and the requirements for low weight, the payload instrumentation was designed and built with simplicity and height in mind, using transistor electronics consisting of both reliability, germanium, and silicone devices. This was a very early time frame in the development of transistor technology and was the first documented U.S. Earth satellite program. A total of 29 transistors were used in Explorer 1, plus additional ones in the Army Spectrometeorite amplifier. Electrical power was provided by Mercury's chemical batteries that made up approximately 40% of the payload weight.